Hey yo, what's the deal? You know who it is. It's the Don Tony Teflon, yeah. House Teflon, yeah. We pull the strings, yeah. And this is a Game of Thrones Season 4, Episode 6, The Laws of God and Men review. I feel like I just did this a little bit ago. Alright, people, you know what I mean? Let me get back to last episode we did, and I was not feeling it whatsoever. I know other people like it's a good episode. I understand what they mean by building it up, but to tell you the truth, the Don, me, Tony Teflon, I still think the episode sucked. I think I heard a lot of people say it was great, it was character building, it was doing a lot of good things there, Tom. No, it sucked, alright? I didn't like it whatsoever. And that's the bottom line. I'm not going to go away from that. That's just my opinion. Now, this episode is an episode we get, and this is the reason why I like Game of Thrones, why I love this show. Because if you do episodes like this, now this was a building episode. This is what that episode last week, I think, wanted to be. This is what it's supposed to be. This was a great episode. Best episode of the year, without a doubt. So, I think, let's say I went 7.5, 7.5, I think 7.5, and then I think I went to an 8.5, and then down to a 5, to a 6. This episode for me, you get, I'll give it a 9. A 9, best episode of the year, without a doubt. So let's take it and let's just see. Like I said, this would be spoiler free and stuff like that, and I will just try to highlight. I had a little bit too much sex appeal early in the morning. Sorry, ladies. I know. Let me cover that up for you. All right. There we go. So now, I'm not gonna go the whole episode. You know, you got people that do that for you. I'm just gonna go. I got, most likely top 5, top 10 moments. I think I probably got 5 moments and stuff like that. So let's start at the Ironbreaker Bravos and the man, the Rightful King Stannis. And obviously, Stannis is in it. I get happy just seeing Stannis. When you see his ship sailing and you see that sigil flying up in the wind, and you know that episode is going to be good just because he's in it. But we don't get enough Stannis. But the little bit we get, I guess we got to be thankful for. At least we got that. So, the Stannis we get, you see him at the Ironbreaker Bravos. You know what I mean? And, I guess that guy is Taito no Church, right? The guy there, and that guy who played in Sherlock and all that stuff. Which, the guy is such a good actor. I don't know why he got such a role that's so limited. In the books, there's not a lot for that one guy to do. So, I guess they may expand his roles. I hope they do, because he's very good at what he does. Or I wish they would have gave him a better role, something else besides that. Because, it's just like, it's just like I said about certain casting of certain characters before, especially Ramsay. You know what I mean? If you just cast different characters, you see it in a whole different light, everything. You know what I mean? And this guy is such a good actor. He just deserves such a better role. But it is what it is. It is what it is. But you got Stannis there, and basically Stannis trying to get these cash off these kids, you know what I mean? He's trying to tell them the reason why he deserves the cash, and they just break it down to him like, listen, son, you lost the Battle of Blackwater, you got no troops, you got nothing, you got no shit. It's not in our best interest to back you right this particular second. But Davos, finally earning his keep, and as Melisandre said, he has a role to play, and this may be what role he has to play. Goes in there, pulls his glove off, says, listen, you see the type of man Stannis Baratheon? He keeps his word. He is the proven battle commander. He is the proven leader. He is all these things that Davos says that he is, man, without a doubt. And convinces the Ironbreaker to give this cat the dough, because you see him load up there, laying up there with Salador's son sitting in the tub with a couple of women. He just drops 1 billion gold dragons on him like, what? So now we know Stannis has the money. And the reason why, it's like I said, they don't know how long Tywin Lannister is going to live. And without Tywin Lannister being there, these other people are unreliable. You cannot depend on them for shit. So yeah, the bank had no choice but to go down and back Stannis Baratheon. Now in the books, I'll tell you that is not exactly how it happens. It happens a little bit differently, but you get the same results. The bank backs down. So it happens a lot later on in the books, and it happens much differently. It's more funnier, I guess, the way it happens and stuff like that. So I guess that will not be there if they do that scene. I don't know how they would. I mean, it's just be for something else besides that. So that's Stannis Baratheon. He has his money, so now he starts to raise his army, I believe, to go do his thing. From there, we're gonna go back to. I'm gonna go back to Theon Greyjoy and the Ironborn and try to rescue this motherfucker. And this dude, you just see how broken he really is by the fact that you can just see that they come up in there, and this scene is not in the books whatsoever. I enjoyed the scene regardless. I thought it was a good scene, you know what I mean? And just like I said, I don't care if they change stuff as long as they keep it right. And I think they kept this right. They did exactly what they had to do with this scene. It's hot, you know what I mean? So you got these Ironborn, they go run up in there, they run up in the Dreadfort and try to rescue him. They got this dude bad. They got him bagged up, but he's so beat up and it's been so tortured. I guess you get filleted, you get your toes cut off, your fingers cut off, your dick cut off. I guess it tended to make you fearful and stuff like that. I think that Theon, that particular, thought he was hallucinating. He didn't even realize that it was Yara that was really there. When he first seen it, he was so afraid Ramsay was playing a trick on him. And by the time you get him, he's over here biting her. He's just trying to keep himself safe in that cage and stuff like that. And then Yara just basically sees what her father said. He's dead. He's not the same dude no more. Nothing you can do. Only thing I don't like about this scene, number one, the actor Ramsay. I'm going to say something about this guy. Alright, number one, this guy is then, who is he? I mean, what does he weigh? 135? Maybe? Is he 5'6"? 5'7"? So you got this guy, let's just say he weighs 135, 5'6". Around guys, everyone's bigger than him behind him. Everyone. So that's why I'm thinking he's small. Everybody is there. I'm going to say these guys maybe 6 foot, 5'10", 6 foot. Everyone is bigger than him. But he's the only one with no armor on. And he only has a couple of cuts on his chest. That doesn't even look like they're bleeding. It looks like it's got from somebody else. And he's just going there handling people with 2 swords by himself with no armor. Doesn't get cut, nothing. He's just that much of a warrior, Ramsay? It just isn't believable. It's looking at the dude. It's just not believable. Now, if you took that dude, Tanner, who played Tanner, Carl Tanner, right? And as I said, if he was Ramsay and you put him in that situation, that's more believable. Especially if you've seen the way that guy was holding down the 2 daggers. If you had Ramsay, that dude holding the daggers down like that, much more believable that he would be Ramsay. I just wish they really cast. Like, I know it's done, it's over with, but just trying to point it out again, how much better that scene would have been. So then you got, basically she tries to take Theon back. She cannot get him back, and then Theon is just broken, and you just see he's just badly broken. Then you get Ramsay, and she just bounces. She lets the hounds on her, and then she just has to bounce, and that's it. I guess because of the dogs. I mean, how many dogs are in there? I don't know, but only thing else I don't like about it is that she said that these were the best before she left the episode. Season before, she's like, these are the best assassins the Ironborn have to offer, the best killers. And basically, they were getting killed by, regular Dreadfort footmen. So, I don't know what that means about the Ironborn and their strength and exactly how strong they are and stuff like that. So, that's that. We're going to go down to the next scene. The next scene basically is Daenerys trying to rule. So then we get Daenerys, and you get the little sheep herder, goat herder. And you got Drogon coming right off the hill, and this dragon is huge. Once again, another scene that we seen at the beginning of the year that people were wrong on. I thought that was a man in there. It wasn't. It was a little boy. And he comes out, he roasts a couple of goats, and then the guy comes in and complains. He complains about the ghost being roasted after the ghost is being roasted and stuff like that. And after complaining about that, the goat being roasted, she triples his money, and then he's all happy about it and back. Now in the books, that is not the goat that's being roasted. In the books, that is his kid that gets roasted, and he puts the bones of the kid on the floor. And she does not want this information to get out, so she pays him off and tells him she has to keep his mouth shut, yada yada. I don't know why they did not do that in the books to kill the kid. They've killed enough kids in this show, so I don't know why they didn't do it. I think it was they should have done it. It would have been better, but it is what it is. So you basically see that, and you're basically seeing what Alita has to do. You have to eat shit from people, and she's got 240 motherfuckers that she's got to see, and she just does not want to get it. But then, while you're doing that, you get a nobleman of one of the former fathers who was crucified, and he comes in there, and he wants her to cut him down, and basically is trying to say, listen, not everything is black and white. You can't just, this guy does bad, so you do bad to him. It's not fair. You don't know what my father was about. Now, whether he's lying or not, we don't know. But the fact that she knew his name, and, man, he had a pretty good speaking part, would lead me to believe that the man will be back soon. So I think you will definitely see him again. I will not get into it. Obviously, this is spoiler free and stuff like that. But that's what it takes. Daenerys is just sitting there trying to rule and trying to get through all she can get through. And I guess the last thing that happened in this episode that I'll have to touch on is the best part of this episode and the best thing that's happened in this whole movie. I mean, this whole series so far. That's Tyrion getting his trial. So, basically, you seen the setup by Cersei last week. She went to everyone who had any importance to this trial and did what I tried to be nice to him to gas him up. Obviously, the trials are farce. You see everything going on, and people are just coming there. And I guess your chickens come home to roost when you talk a lot of shit as Tyrion has to people, and you've been mean or did whatever you thought you had to do, but been mean to people. My Grandmaster, now these people take their shot at you. So you got Grandmaster Pycelle taking a shot. And it was like I said, you have to have a little truth in a lie to make it seem real. And everything they're saying is true, but it's just presented in a bad context to make it look like he's bad. So all that goes off. Everything is going bad. Obviously, then you get Shay comes up there. She says some stuff. People start laughing and stuff. And at that point, you see Tyrion starts to break. He really starts to break when Grandmaster Pycelle, I guess he must have really thought, not Grandmaster Pycelle, Varys is his friend. Because Varys is the only one he questions when he gets off the stand. And then Varys tells him straight up, I told you the truth. I told you I'll never forget. I never forget anything I said. And you should remember, and Varys told before, if I have to save myself, I'm going to save myself before I have to save you. And that's exactly what Varys is doing. And Tyrion can't hate on him for doing that, and he doesn't. But I think he just tried to make him feel bad a little bit. Tried to hurt Varys' feelings a little bit, but I don't think Varys got feelings he's going to hurt like that. You know what I mean? So then you got all these dudes that Tyrion done fucked over, coming back and everything, saying their little lines and stuff like that to him. You get Shay, she comes out there, and you can see, if you look clear, that Shay's always looking at Cersei. So obviously Cersei's pulling Shay's strings and telling them what to say, but that just about breaks Tyrion. He can't do it. And he goes and confesses. In the book, he does confess to the murder. In this, he does not confess to the murder. He just confesses basically to the same thing he confessed in the Vale, just being a dwarf, and that's the reason why. But before that happens, you see Jaime sees how bad the trial's going, so he goes to his dad, and he says, listen, I know what you want. You want me to take over Castle Rock? Don't kill my brother. If you do that, I'll stop. And Tywin's like, deal. Which was Tywin's plan all along, the whole time. He knew that by putting Tyrion on this trial, making that Jaime would care about him, and Jaime would eventually crack and take over Castle Rock. That's why he was like, quick, done. Because he already had it in his mind. He had already figured it out. He had already planned on putting Tyrion on the wall. He was not going to kill him. That's not his plan. He just wants to put him on the wall, get rid of him, get Jaime in his place, and everything goes smooth. And that was his plan, and it seems like his plan is coming together. It's funny, you see the smirk in his face and everything else. But then Tyrion, not giving a fuck about his father and his plan, just can't take it anymore because people are laughing at him and stuff like that. Another thing I would say, laughing at him, and this is a book reader friendly part real quick, laughing at him. Once again, Tyrion being laughed at. Something that Tywin could not stand for his sons or his kids to be laughed at. He dreamed that they would never be laughed at, book readers, right? He dreamed that they would never be laughed at, and there's his son getting laughed at right there, you know what I mean? So that goes to another one of my spoiler videos. Cersei and Jaime equal whatever. Take a look at it if you don't know what I'm talking about. Alright, so then right from there, Tyrion just goes on this badass gangsters like, yo, fuck y'all motherfuckers. If I could have killed y'all motherfuckers, I would. I can't stand y'all pieces of shit, you bitch ass pieces of shit, motherfucker. You want to do me dirty? Fuck you. You gonna kill me? Fuck you. You gonna kill me my way. Trial by combat, motherfucker. And you seen as soon as he said it, you see the Red Viper's eyes go, whoop, really? Trial by combat. Boom. And that's where we leave that motherfucker. And that's where I'm going to leave this video at right here. So, yo, just like I said, I'm going to give that motherfucker a 9. Best fucking episode of the year. I'm very happy with that episode. If anyone want to comment on that, we could talk about that. Remember, this is spoiler free. If you got something booked, just be a little spyish about it if you can, so the people don't understand, you know what I mean? Because we've got love for the people who only watch this show over here. So, yo, obviously, I put a video up last night, so I'm going to see about my midweek video that I tried to do. I'm going to try to get something out there. If not, I hope you're happy with what you got. But as always, thank you for my new subscribers. Please, I need some more, so tell your friends about me, Twitter me, and put my stuff on your Twitter, so you share my stuff. Please share my stuff. Please like it. I need a lot of likes. I like when the Fonzie thumbs go up there. Like it. I like you to put that 1+1+ symbol up on it and all that. Put it on your Facebook if you can. You know what I mean? Tell your peoples about me. Let's get these numbers up. Let's try to get some more subscribers. Let's try to do big things here, because that way people take us seriously, man. You know what I mean? And that's what we're trying to do. So as always, I hope you enjoyed this. I will see you next week. And yo, shout out to my people in Ireland. You know what I mean? No doubt about it. Ireland, son. I'm trying to get to Ireland, no doubt. That's one of my dream places. In fact, that will be my next vacation, without a doubt, will be to Ireland. So, shout out to my people in Ireland, you know what I mean, and all over the world that looking at me, and all my new lady subscribers. I'm going up, you know, the little pie chart's going up. I think I'm at 30% women, so, you know, I love you, ladies. Love you, all of you. And happy Mother's Day to every beautiful mother or woman out there, grandmother that's been out there, my mother, my sister, my kid's mom. We're not together, but still my kid's mom. Everyone who has a kid, we couldn't do this without you. You are the backbone mothers to this planet. You are really the rulers of this earth, women. You just don't know it. You know what I mean? And that's it. So, yo, as always, it's the Don. Who? The Don. Tony Teflon. House Teflon. We pull the strings. People champ. Peace. And I'm out. See you next week.